Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. My name is Oля and today I'm back with another speed build video, which I can't wait to share with you. This time I decorated an apartment in Myshuno's fashion district for a cozy gamer. I chose this apartment because it's actually my favorite one in this district, because it's small but I love how flexible the layout is. It really reminds me of real-life apartments. And I also wanted to explore the Comfy Gamer kit, which came out a little while ago, because, I really like the items in it. As you can see, I built my own walls here and adjusted a little bit the windows placement to fit the layout, but I still try to not destroy the building's exterior. The apartment has two rooms. One is a bedroom and the other is our Sims gaming and streaming space. The gaming room doesn't have a window, but I think that works perfectly for the setup. No glare on the screen and, the total focus mode. As you can see, I started with the bathroom first, keeping it simple but with some cute touch. I used a growing together bath and shower combo, tiny living toilet and seasoned sink, and since this is a rental, I couldn't make any big structural changes, but I used decor and some color to make it feel inviting. I added a bit of personality with some cozy clutter and a soft colorful rug from high school years. Also, I tried to use new light streams from businesses and hobbies here, but decided to replace them with a base game wall lights, which I believe suit the bathroom better. And you will actually see me using these string lights later in the video when I will decorate an office. I've seen so many cozy gaming setups online, and while I wouldn't exactly call myself a cozy gamer, because I mostly play just Sims and work the rest of the time, but I thought the idea of recreating my dream gaming space would be really fun. And while I was building, I also started imagining the Sim who could live here. So I've been thinking about this apartment as the first rented home of a young woman who just recently moved out from her parents' place, of course with her best friend, an adorable cat Pixel. And she's been saving up money from her streaming gig, and now she finally has a space of her own. Since this is a rental, as I already said, she couldn't do any major renovations, but she carefully selected every piece of furniture and decor to make this apartment feel cozy and really personal. As you can see, I have already moved onto the bedroom, which is a peaceful retreat for our Sim after her long streaming sessions. I placed this bed from the newest expansion pack and Snowy Escape bedside tables, which are actually my must-have in small spaces like this. And also I kept the decor simple but cozy, with some warm lights, greenery for a fresh touch, and tiny clutter pieces from Comfy Gamer kit. And if you want to download this apartment and use it in your own game, you can find it in the gallery by simply typing the name of this channel, Simsioli. But don't forget to use BB Move Objects cheat for everything to be placed as it is in the video. Okay, let's now move to the living area, which is small, but I did my best to make it functional. I used an L-shaped sectional sofa from Dream Home Decorator, to create a comfy lounge space. And I think this space can be perfect for relaxing after a long day of gaming. And since storage is always important in small apartments, I placed a drawer unit from the Growing Together pack, giving our Sim some extra space for her essentials. At first, I wanted to have a mirror above the drawer and a TV in the bedroom, but I changed my mind because, as I said, the bedroom is supposed to be a place for rest. However, our gamer sim still needed a solid entertainment setup in her living room, so I added the frame TV and a new gaming console that we got during the Cozy Winter event, along with some video game discs. I imagine that now, when she lives separately, she often invites her friends just to play games till late night. And despite the fact that I like this new plan from Businesses and Hobbies, for me it looked too tall for this place, so I decided to change it and placed my favorite base game Palm Tree. Also here I recalled that there are no essentials for our furry friend, which is the shame of course. So I added a pet bed near the window and a litter box in the toilet. Next I decorated the kitchen. It looks very tiny but has all the necessary appliances to be functional in the game. At first I used these Dream Home Decorator counters with wooden handles, which I actually like more from the pack, and I combined them with base game upper cabinets that have the same warm wood tone and also white doors. But at the end of the video I decided to swap out the counters for another ones that are also from Dream Home Decorator, but they are cheaper and completely wooden with only white countertop. I think they just suit the space better. I also used the fridge and sink from Home Chef Hustle and the oven from Snow Escape, which I absolutely love. Our sim probably isn't a big cook, let's be honest. She's more of a coffee and instant ramen kind of person, but she still needed some essentials, so I placed a kettle for her and some kitchen decor to make the space lived in. As you could probably notice, there is no separate dining nook in this apartment. I did it intentionally, because the space is quite small and our gamer will probably just eat on the couch, like a lot of us do nowadays. And I didn't forget about the trash can and base game electronics to make our Sims home safe, so I put up a fire and burglar alarm near the entrance as well as a thermostat. Also, to help the living and kitchen area feel a little bit more open, I used mirrors instead of traditional backsplash tiles. It's a simple trick, but I think that it makes the space look even bigger and brighter. Then I added more decor pieces. I placed the comfy grey poof from Life and Death pack for additional seating. I feel that I have it in every modern home right now. It just looks very comfy and I like it very much. Also, I hung a picture about the sofa, placed a welcome mat near the door and of course set up a pet feeder for our cat. I imagine that our gamer Sim always wanted a pet, but her parents never allowed it because of allergies. So one of the first things she did after moving was adopt this little furry friend, a fluffy ragdoll cat. Ragdolls actually are known for being super affectionate and always following their owners around, which I think fits perfectly because this cat is basically her best friend. Whether she is gaming or working or just relaxing, Pixel, yes, this is the cat's name, is always right there beside her. And that's why I placed pet beds in almost every room, except the bedroom because, let's be real, this cat obviously sleeps with her. I can totally imagine it curling up next to her or even sitting on the desk and watching the screens while she is streaming. Moving onto the wardrobe area, I use Dream Home Decorator furniture here again. I think these shelves are the perfect choice when you want to create an open closet. Also, I placed a cozy rug and the new mirror from the Businesses and Hobbies expansion pack, just to give the space a stylish but some functional feel. now let's move on to the most important part of this apartment, the gaming and streaming space. Since this is our Sims passion and a job, I wanted to make this space feel extra cozy, so I used a sturdy desk with plenty of room for her dual monitor setup, a comfortable gaming chair, and of course lots of decor to make it feel personal. I added some shelves with a cute picture, a candle, and additional keyboard, just in case her main one was discharged. And also a tray with office supplies, and a water bottle and headphones. For lighting, I added a super cute floor lamp with cat ears from my first pet stuff. I feel like every cat lover would want something like this. I also placed an additional lamp that looks similar to the ones that professional streamers use. So our sim has good lighting for the video recordings. And we needed a camera here, so I put a base game one on the small shelf behind the monitors. Since I used a lot of pieces from the Comfy Gamer kit, let's talk about that. I really love the open book decor, the sleek shelves, and both of the plants from the kit. I think they add just the right amount of personality for this space. And actually I think I love almost everything in this kit. I feel that items work so well for modern and cozy setups, and I'm really happy with how they fit into this room. Also, I was heavily inspired by real gamers' offices, so I had this idea to make a custom feature wall. I used the new businesses and hobbies wallpapers to imitate wooden planks, some artificial greenery, and a neon sign from Comfy Gamer kit. I imagined that this could be her streaming name or maybe a logo. To make the space feel even cozier, I added a new chair from businesses and hobbies near the bookshelves. That way she has a little reading nook where she just can take a break, relax with the book, or take notes about her new gaming ideas. And of course, Pixel, her cat, has its own spot here too. I placed a pet bed right next to the chair, so he can either curl up here or hop onto the desk to keep her company while she's playing or streaming. Also, to keep this lived-in look, I placed little clutter pieces, some notebooks, snacks, and other cute things. And later I gave our sim a full-length mirror in the corner, so she could check her look before or maybe during the sessions. I think this room is definitely the heart of the apartment, and I really love how it turned out. Next you will see me just making a few adjustments here and there. As I mentioned earlier, I swapped out the kitchen counters along with the picture and the bed in the bedroom. And this is how our gamer first apartment turned out. I really like the coziness and simplicity of this build. So let me know in the comments if you like the style of build and would you live in such an apartment? I would really love to hear your thoughts. If you enjoyed this video, please like and subscribe to see more fun builds that are coming soon. Alright, enjoy the final screenshots and I will see you in the next one. Bye!